If you're asking me, is it easy to get a job in Dubai? My honest answer would be no. It's not easy at all. Hi, this is Lavina Pinto and welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And today's topic is interesting because whenever anybody wants to come to Dubai or anybody knows that that you are in Dubai, the first thing what they ask is, can you help me to get a job? Can I get a job in Dubai? How can I get a job in Dubai? So these are the common questions that anybody and everybody asks, whether it's your relatives, whether it's your friends, whether you just know them on Facebook or Instagram or any other social media, or you would have just met them once or you have met them through somebody else. So this is one of the common question and everybody wants to build a career, make a life in Dubai. So that is one of the common thing which people ask me at least. So based on that, I thought I'll make this video. Now in this video, I'm not going to tell you that, yes, you can do this is the way you can follow the process and this is the way you will get a job. This is the company that you need to approach. Sorry, I don't have any such information because first of all, I'm not into HR. Second thing is I don't have job market knowledge like how other people must be having. I am just working here and I can tell information or share the information just based on my information, based on my learnings, based on what I have experienced and based on what I have seen. There are many people who have come before me but they couldn't survive, they have left and gone. There are many people who are coming every time on visit visa but they are not able to do it, so they are going back. There are some people who are just coming within a month, they end up getting jobs. So there are different scenarios in this case. So that is the reason it is going to be a raw video where I will try to support with whatever knowledge and information that I have. But surely it's not a thing that where I'll help you or share information where like how to get a job kind of thing. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe, and that is the biggest motivation and it is free like every time I say. Let's get started. If anyone has told you that getting a job in Dubai is very easy, then from my perspective, it's a no. Getting a job is not easy, but it is not just in Dubai, but in any other place. For this video, we are going to talk about the challenges that you face when you come to Dubai in search of a job, challenges that you find in getting that job, and what you can do, some tips that I have learned and experienced or heard from people based on their experiences, which might help you because things keep changing here overnight. So things are some days suddenly LinkedIn is getting all the importance. You just start you start working yourself on LinkedIn, but then you realize that people are not looking into LinkedIn because contacts are very important. So I'm going to share the gist based on my experiences, based on what I know. And honestly, I am not into HR nor into any job management company. So please do not think that I am going to help you with the jobs. I don't have any such contacts also. But some things that I have learned, that's what I'm pouring it out here. So if you have, again, not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and stay tuned for this video. Finding a job in Dubai sometimes can be like finding the needle in the haystack. And you can imagine the haystack is like the bunch of resumes, that your resume is one of that. And out of that resume, somebody picking your resume is like that needle, because when I spoke to my HR some days back and because I had shared one resume and she was like, Lavina, there are what? Just for a receptionist job, one receptionist job, they get like 200 plus resumes minimum. They get the resumes from LinkedIn, they get the resumes from emails, they get the resumes from our online portals, they get the resumes from the people who are working within the staff. So it is so difficult to search that one particular person to be as a receptionist for any company for that matter. So imagine a receptionist is got that kind of demand. It just, again, HR is not just managing a few departments, they are managing the entire group company, and entire group company has got almost like 1,500 designations at least, from the lowest job to the extreme CEO to CFO, that levels also. So imagine the kind of resumes they must be having, getting on each day. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to get the job. You're going to get job because Dubai is not just limited to our company. There are zillion companies which are starting every day. Lot of options are there. But what I did when I came was I applied when I was in my hometown, Mangalore. I applied for a job which came a small ad which was there in the local newspaper, and with that ad I got to my job and I came here. But you know what, nowadays you need to be very careful when you're applying for that also. At that point of time I never did any research. I had no clue about the company and what it was and how it was and all that. But I got lucky and I managed to survive here. But if you're doing that now, please make sure to refer, go double check about the company details, the company's boss, the way it is running, way it has been managing things, the people. They try to get in touch with somebody at least, because these days the scams are all over and it is not so safe like it was then. At least I was safe enough, I could say. I was in a lucky space. I was in lucky hands, so by God's grace nothing happened. But not necessarily everything is same for everybody, so it's always better to be cautious than get into that trouble. So please make a research, make your study from your side, do everything that you need to keep yourself protected. Yes, that is one of the very important thing. So one thing is that you can apply when you're in your hometown. From there you can apply through local sources. You can apply online from there also. Apart from this is one way of searching for a job. Second part would be obviously LinkedIn, because LinkedIn these days is everybody talks about LinkedIn. But in LinkedIn, the point is you need to be very active, because searching jobs is very difficult unless you're very specific, like you're a doctor for a specialized as a gynecologist. Then it is little bit easier. But then you're trying to get that particular job, if you're looking for a particular hospital, particular group where you want to join, then it could be a little challenging. You need to have a little bit of broad-minded perspective so that you can take up the job at the initial days in any other group or any other offer that comes through, but in your particular field, so that you can still start looking for the job that you exactly want, so that till that time you have something going on for yourself. You build up your experience, you build up contacts and everything, which can help you to get your dream job at some point of time. But if you're in that narrow-minded version, like saying that no, I want a job only in this company, only with this kind of management, only with these kind of rules and regulations, believe me, it's not going to work. Next point we're going to talk is about upscaling yourself. Upskilling, when I did my graduation, my perspective was I wanted to be a secretary. This is what I wanted, PA, basically personal assistant. And that's the reason I took up arts. And secondly, I did was office management courses, where I learned shorthand, typing, basic computer knowledge and that stuff. That was pretty long back. So, but then when I applied for jobs, when I got my first job, that was customer service. And then when I got the next job, that was in the bank. So when I moved from there, I got into logistics, which was other part of the world for me, because I have no clue what logistics was. I did not know what shipping was. I knew only ships in the pictures. I had seen those fancy cruises in the movies or something. But in reality, I started handling ships when I came here. So you need to be prepared to accept the change that is coming your way, because that could be the changing or that magical thing which can lead you to something much better than what you want, even what you know. Even because I don't know, if I was a personal assistant, I don't know where would I be and what would I be doing. I really have no clue right now, because I can't imagine that life. But yes, this life has come to it has got to me a different level, which is difficult to express to somebody. But if you know me personally, then you know exactly what I'm referring to. You need to develop more skills, because these days getting jobs is more challenging, because you cannot say that, for example, if I wanted to become a personal secretary, I cannot limit myself to be just a personal secretary. In personal secretary, there are different things that you will have to do, and you have to know most of the things, because when a company is hiring you, they will not just look at you for one particular job. They want you to do multitasking. You have to upscale yourself, and to upscale yourself, you don't have to do big things, you don't have to join Oxford University or something like that. You can learn online. Everything is available online these days. You join this Udemy courses and you can get certified courses there. Google in itself has got a lot of courses which you can study there, and there are a lot of YouTubers who are doing educational contents. You can follow them and you can start learning. Learning and practicing is very important. If you're already in Dubai and coming to find a job, there are a lot of networking that happens. That is in terms of job fairs happening. There are some open interviews that keep happening. it is not necessary that it is your dream job or the job that you want, but you can attend these places so that you get to know how the interviews are conducted, or what kind of people are there, or what they're looking out for, what are the skills that you have, or it is just basically you get an idea like how you can prepare yourself in a more better manner. Because when you come from your hometown, it is, you're not groomed for this place, so grooming takes a longer time. But you know what, by attending these places, these events, you can really develop more confidence and have more knowledge like into what people are looking into and what kind of people you're going to come across. And you get an idea also for the job fairs. Like when I went, I remember when we had some job fair in a hotel, we had been there, and we were expecting like how many, 10-20 people. My god, it was like 150 plus people, super crowded. But they manage it in a very nice way, because they are experienced, because they know that each time you put a job fair and there are different companies getting together, there are different companies, departments, everybody coming under one roof, where they have their stalls, like where you share your resumes, take their visiting cards and everything, and then keep following up for the jobs whenever they have, follow their online websites and everything. Like so networking plays a key role. In the latest trend, the most important thing which I'm seeing everybody is like, they want to do something on their own. So freelancing or being a consulting agent is one of the thing that is booming right now. Because these days, kids whoever just finished their college and everything, they don't want to work under somebody else. And not 9 to 5 is not meant for everybody, because it's not something that many people enjoy. So being freelancer, you are having lot more opportunities and options. Because I know one of my friend's daughter who is doing freelancing. Believe me, she earns more than 20K, because she's not just limited to work with one company or one person or for one particular thing. She can try her hands on many other things as long as she can manage it. So basically, she's working as a freelancing agent, one particularly for one of the speaker, where I think they are paying a fixed amount plus the incentives. Apart from that, she's doing these small digital marketing kind of things for the other influencers and other companies, where she's earning from that as well. So that's a multiple source of income, which is giving her freedom to wake up and sleep at any time she wants, take a break whenever she wants. But yes, the whole point is taking that challenge of being a freelancer is not easy, because firstly you need to have little bit of finances in your account, so that you can get first of all a visa. For getting a visa, it is not very difficult, I've heard. I will share the details about the visas on my next video, maybe some information that I've collected based while conversing. So I will share that in my next video. And yeah, apart from that, you need to be strong enough to tell your parents that yes, I'm going to do freelancing, I'm not going to do a 9 to 5 job. So initial few months you might not be having that salary, but I would still insist whoever is planning to do this right from immediately after their college, that they try to get some job experience. Not because you have to continue that 9 to 5, because 9 to 5 sometimes becomes a trap. Once you start it, you become very easy and comfort zone develops automatically there, because salary will come, you have breaks and all that stuff, like but I would insist you to take a job, so that you get that knowledge, how does a company run, because you need to learn. Only then you can grow, to be honest, like so once you get that experience you can put it in your freelancing, which can make your life easier, like how to prepare an invoice, what is an accounts job, scope of work. Because once you become a freelancer, you are all by yourself. Even if you are outsourcing the job, you have to make sure that you know exactly what is happening in that job. If somebody you tell somebody to do an invoice, you need to know how the invoice is gone, to make sure that the invoice is gone correctly. So have that experience, and yes, go for it. Freelancing is the best option at the moment, at least. Now you have come to Dubai, you have a vision that you want to have a job or something, and you're not getting it. Do not disappoint. Be positive, because it takes time. Good things anyways takes time, but getting a job in Dubai takes much more time. But you have to keep your calm and positivity alive. The most important thing is, I know it is very stressful, because your money will be a problem, your visa will be a problem, but you know what, you need to rework on it before you plan something, so that you know exactly how you're going to manage. In that case, if you get something on your way before you get whatever you wanted, please take up that job so that you get your salary. You can help with some financial so that you can manage your day-to-day living and that stuff, because expenses will not stop whether you have a job or not, whether you are whatever. The money flow will not stop. Like expenses, like your food, your rent, your all these things are mandatory, but yes, but still in all that, keep your positivity alive. If possible, if you feel that nothing is working out your way, the way you want it, like the way you like it or whatever, it's not working in terms of job marketing or something, try to hire a coach if it's possible, a consultation or something, so that you can discuss with them the issues that you're going through. Why are you not able to get that job and what is limiting you? Now, the whole point is, if you do not have qualification, like if you are coming without completing your 10th standard or something like that, then yes, it is more challenging. But it is challenging in terms of what kind of job you want. Because see, the point is, people come here and they expect a different lifestyle. Like, they don't want to do small jobs, they don't want to do 12 hours jobs and all that stuff. Like when you're not having qualification, when you don't have skills, you cannot demand more. At least I feel this, because you cannot expect to get an office job as soon as you come here. So you need to be like, either start learning at whichever point you are. Like even now, like you feel that you cannot do it. And again, to learn, you don't need to spend money every time. You can do it using a lot of resources that are available online, as I mentioned already. So you can use that. You can take help from people. To learn things is easier these days. Like it was not easy some point of time and years back when I came here at least, but over the time it is, see, even now to do YouTube channel, I'm learning every day many things. So it is that, willingness to learn will help you to get there. But yeah, having a coach or a consultant can help you get more awareness, or help you to groom yourself in a more better manner, maybe give a different perspective how to approach for the jobs, or what kind of jobs, not just limit to your, like for example, you're looking in marketing. Even beyond marketing, there is business development, there is sales, there is so many other things that you can look into this. I mean, in terms of marketing itself, like if you're looking like, so yeah, taking help from people at that point of time when you're really like, going through tough situation, like finding a job and all that, hiring a coach if possible, or talking to people who can help you, because there are a lot of Facebook groups which can help you in this. Maybe yes, that can help you. Now to apply for jobs online, there are a lot of websites which are available, like Indeed, LinkedIn is one of that profiles. Plus there are a lot of companies. You make the list of companies for your choice of job that you're looking for. Make a list of those companies and try to go to their job portal and check if they have any jobs. If they have jobs, you can apply it online. Most important is having a very good resume. Now you cannot have just one resume and apply for all the jobs that are available. Try to make 2-3 resumes with different job responsibilities that you see the ads, like preferably the kind of jobs which the employers are placing it on their profiles or whatever. Based on that, prepare your resumes. Like keep 2-3 resumes, it doesn't harm you anyways, but make sure what you're sending to whom, so that you don't confuse and then again your interview goes to be a mess. So yeah, like see, there are people who come to Dubai and get job within a month. There are people who come to Dubai, like they go back, they renew their visas 2-3 times and still they don't get a job. So it again depends on the contacts that you have, the luck that you have also, because I totally believe in luck most of the times. Like if you ask me how did my life go in terms of jobs, I would say yes, it was very easy for me. But will I tell that to everybody that it was easy because I was lucky enough? No, I wouldn't say that, because there are people who have struggled. My own family members whom I know, like they have struggled literally for months to get a job, and they have not got a job that they wanted exactly, but whatever came their way. Because you get disappointed after going for like 10 interviews, 12 interviews, 20 interviews, and still nothing is happening. So you just take the job, whatever you get. It's not necessary that you will get the job with the high paid salary also. You will get a job with like peanuts, like, maybe 1,500, 1,700, because people also take advantage from the other side, because they know that you don't have a job and you need a visa. So they take the advantage of it. And yes, but ultimately they are putting the efforts to train you also. So it's quite challenging, to be honest. But if you have patience, and if you have the willingness to do something, and believe me, it is possible. So from a person who's been living here, who has seen quite a lot of things that have been changing, companies change, people change, lot of changes that I have seen personally. So based on that, I'm trying to tell you, do not disappoint, because if you do not get a job in the first 2, 3, 4, 5 interviews, it's okay. But remember that you're learning something. Then why, find out why you did not get that job, because it could have been your interview did not well, you did not answer properly, you were not confident, you did not upscale yourself. So there are a lot of things that you can improve, and keep learning. This is one thing that I tell every person: keep learning, because there is so much to learn. There are so many ways to learn. Like for me, I'm still like, I don't need to do anything, to be honest. I have a job, I have everything well settled that ways, I feel, but still I love learning things, because you have to keep up with the trend, you have to know what is happening in and around. Yes. So having said this is a brief about the jobs profile. As I said in my initial thing, that I am not a job supplying person, so I don't have any job openings with me, so nothing to do with jobs. But this is something that raw that I did, which is based on my experience, because people think that the minute I'm here, they send me resumes, they ask me for jobs and all. I do share it with my concerned people, like my HR or my friends or family. If I come across there is something, I try to do help. But I cannot guarantee anybody for jobs. No one can guarantee anybody for jobs unless you are in part of an HR group or something. Maybe then you can still do it, or you're in a really big position. Then maybe you can recommend somebody. But recommendation also these days doesn't work much, I heard, because people come and join saying that they will do all the jobs and everything, and then they're like, after 3-4 months they leave and go. So these things are also, there are a lot of challenges which are coming actually from both the sides, like from the employer and from the employee also. But all I want to say is, getting a job is not easy, but it is not something impossible. So this is the video regarding the job related context. So if you have liked this video, it's completely raw basically. So if you have liked it, let me know what you think about it. Do you agree with my thoughts, and do you think something different works right now? You can let me know, so I can improve my knowledge, and maybe I can add it on my next video when I'm talking about job related stuff. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. This is Lavina Pinto signing off, and thank you so much for listening to me.